Hello and welcome to The Straight Line. Students from all over the country aspire to become civil servants, and today I have with me a bright young man from Jammu and Kashmir who has cleared civil services exams. I have with me Harvinder Singh. So first of all, welcome on our show and congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
So Harvinder, there's this thing that happens with every person after they become an officer, that they don't pick up calls. Right now you must have been getting so many congratulation calls from relatives, from friends, and your parents must have been so happy, and you would be readily available over call accepting all these congratulations. But do you think that it will remain that way after you are posted? When you are part of administration, someone is giving you a call, do you think you would be as readily available just picking up the call, responding to their queries?
I can't comment it or comment on it, but yeah, I would love to be readily available to everybody. But then we all know there are intricacies in administration that are involved, and we are very busy in our work. So I don't know. I can't say at present, but yeah, I will heartily. I would be very happy to attend calls for such people who need my advice or help.
But what about if your friends call you just to hang out? Or just to, your friends have that conversation when you're just getting bored and you give each other a call. That must have happened during your exam time as well, that you are bored out of your mind and you're calling up your friend, चलो गप्पे मारते हैं, चलो थोड़ी देर बकवास कर लेते हैं. Does that happen?
Actually, there are times when you get bored from your preparation and then you always want to hang out with your friends. So yes, I used to do that, and I think I will spare some time for my friends as well, because friends are very necessary in life.
So you will continue to do that. Right now, I'm sure you are plenty bored with giving interviews and all that. So does that make you happy that right now you can give as many interviews as you want, you can get your message across, you can put your opinions forward for all the people to hear, the students who are aspiring to be civil servants, they can hear what you want to say. After you are posted, after you become the DC of a place, and then you will have to be very careful about the words that you use in an interview. It will be hard to even get an interview, I'm sure. And after that, you'll be thinking thrice, 4 times, should I say that, should I not say that? So do you feel like at least I have this much time when I can be free with my thoughts and my words?
I feel that I have already become a public figure, so my words really weigh at present as well. So yes, I feel happy when people come to interview me, because yes, I get to talk to so many people through your media and all. When I become a civil servant, when I finally join my service, I feel I will be readily available to the media, and I don't think I need to think over anything twice or thrice, because I would like to serve the public. So I would not have any bad thought in my mind that I will think about it again and again. I would try to give the best to the people and give the best words to the media also, so that they can convey to the people.
Try to be as honest as you can.
And that's very necessary in these civil services.
So have you been allotted a cadre yet?
No. I'll get a cadre by the end of December this year.
And when will your training period start?
Training starts this August, 26th of August.
Right now, what are you doing?
Right now, I am continuing with my job. I am already an assistant engineer in PWD, so I am continuing with that. And in my spare time, I talk to people who need my guidance. I am visiting places, and I'm talking to a lot of people these days.
But don't you sometimes feel like I prepared so hard for civil services? Now I have cracked my exams and I have a stable job after the training. I should quit my job and just relax for these 3 months. Don't your parents tell you that you have these 3 months, at least enjoy for these many months? You were already preparing for the exams, and then there were the interviews. Now then there will be training, and then you will be posted and work throughout your life. So this much time you have, at least enjoy this much time.
I went to my executive engineer and I offered him my resignation. He said, don't resign at present, spend some time with us, and we also want a person like you to stay with us. And another thing is that what would I do sitting idle? I have a lot of leaves. I can always use them to travel to places. So I don't think job is weighing me down. I am living my life happily. I am enjoying it fully. And yes, these 3 months, I myself know that I am not going to get these 3 months. But yes, I am making full use of it. I am taking leaves and all.
So you talked about traveling. Do you want to be posted outside of Jammu and Kashmir, or do you want to remain in Jammu and Kashmir close to your family?
Actually, it is All India Services, so I do not have a preference here. But yeah, they have asked me for my preferences. I put J&K first because I know this place. I know the administration here. I am already a government employee for the last 4 years, so I know how the government works in here. So I think if I'm posted to Jammu and Kashmir, I can be a better administrator here. So yes, my preference is Jammu and Kashmir, and it's not because I want to stay close to my home. It's just because I want to make a change to the society in which I really grew up.
But the thing is that most of the people who do clear civil services, they have this thought that I want to just move out of this place and just travel to a new place, experience that as well. Don't you have that in mind? That if I'm posted in Jammu and Kashmir, I may be posted in the valley, and with militancy and all that, handling administration can be really hard when there's a curfew every other day. And your parents might be fearful, like, okay, you cleared civil services, but you'll be posted in Kashmir, and they might be fearful for you that our son is going to live in the valley. Has there any of these thoughts come in your mind?
Actually, the thing is that by the way you are telling me things, you are calling it a job. I do not consider civil services as a job. Through this civil services that I'm getting into, I'm going to give a purpose to my life. So basically, we have grown up in Jammu and Kashmir. So we know there are problems of militancy in J&K. So I would be very happy to serve in Kashmir because I want to set an example. I want to make a change to the society, and I want to bring solutions to the people. So running away from challenges is not something that I really look up to. I really want to go to challenging places and do challenging jobs and come out victorious. That's what I really aspire to, and I'll pray to God that God also helps me in that.
But it's generally observed that youth think that they are invincible and they can bring change and they can do anything. A mother's heart is somehow a different thing entirely. So don't you think your mother will be worrying every second what is happening with my son? She'll be calling you every other time and asking you, are you okay right now? Is that expected, and how would you cope up with that?
Actually, when you mentioned about a mother and son's tale, I would mention about my best friend. He is in army and he is serving in Shopian. I regularly visit his home and I talk to his mother. I know his mother is worried, but somewhere his mother is also having that thought that my son is serving the nation. So my mother did not stop me while I was preparing for this exam. And I am sure my mother will not stop me when I go out in the valley and do certain assignments, because this is just one life. You have to make the best out of it. So this is the thing that my mother has taught me. So yes, she may feel worried at times, but she never lets me know that she is worried, and she always helps me do better in life. And I'm very sure that even if I'm in a challenging place, she will back me in whatever ways she can.
So proper support system.
Yeah, I feel that there has been a proper support system, and I really want to convey through your channel that please, parents, please support your children. We do commit mistakes. We are children. We do commit mistakes, but never ever stop backing us. We will do something good in life. It's just that we need your positive support.
You just mentioned about making mistakes. Like, has an incident happened in your childhood where you committed a blunder and you were so worried that your parents would scold you so badly, but at the end they just understood, they taught you how to correct your mistake, and it was normal? If you have that incident in mind, please narrate it for our viewers.
And no, there is no such incident where I can say it was a very big blunder. But yeah, there have been incidents when I was in Sainik Sulnagrota, and there is that seniority juniority complexions all. So when I was in 9th class, I was senior to 7th and 8th class, and I was the prefect there. So there is one such incident in which I was punishing some junior, and by mistake his head got hurt, and there was bleeding in that. And I was really frightened that maybe if my parents get to know about it, I will get a huge maar padegi bahut zyada. So there are certain moments in your life when you realize that you have committed some mistake, and now there is time to step back and take control of your life. So yes, there have been incidents, and I changed my life after that incident.
But how did your parents react listening about it?
My parents never got to know. They will get to know about this from this interview now. Even my teachers do not know that Junior was really frightened of me, and he told that he fell in some lane and that's why he got hurt.
So that's a funny incident actually. So now that you have cleared civil services, do you have any vision in mind? Do you have any plans? any particular thing that you want to change in the system? We already start drawing blueprints like this. When I'm posted, this is the first thing that I wish to do, this is the other thing that I wish to do, and there is a goal in mind that this is something that I do wish to accomplish in my tenure. So do you have something like that in mind?
Yes, actually, I want to work on social infrastructure of the country. There are two sectors on which I really want to work. First is education, and the other is health infrastructure. Yesterday only I was talking to Dr. Rehana, who is also selected as an IAS with me. And I was talking, since she is a doctor, she knows the intricacies of health departments. So I had a 1 hour discussion with her, and she narrated certain incidents that she has faced herself while she was studying from GMC. So yes, I really want to find out the problems, and I really want to improve these two sectors. And yes, the civil services, there is one good thing in this civil services, and I would like to tell to all my spectators that civil services gives you a platform in which you can work in almost all the sectors of the government, whether it's health, whether it's education, whether it's anything, infrastructure or finance, everything. You can have greater responsibilities, you can have a lot of roles, and by the time you retire, you must have worked in almost all the departments of the government in various positions. So yes, I would like to make my contribution to each and every sector in which I am posted, and I would really want ki when I retire from this job, I will be proud that I have done a good job.
You just mentioned your fellow IAS officer, so I had a question in mind. Many times it happens that when you make friends with people who belong to the same profession as you, generally the other friends that you have, that you used to have before you cleared services or before you joined that profession, they feel a little left out. Like you will be feeling at par with an IAS officer, but the other friends that you have, who is, I don't know, someone would be a doctor, someone would be an engineer, and they would be feeling a little bit left out, that this person does not understand me anymore. Has that complex ever come in between friends?
I don't think I have done that. I'm good friends with all. Like, I have studied in Fatima Convent High School. I'm in touch with such people. I talk to them. I went to Sainik School Nagrota and I stayed there for 7 years. Those friends are like brothers to me. It was a boarding school, so that's why it's a boys' school. So all are brothers. There are no sisters in that. So, and then I went to college. College friends are also with me. I have friends from various jobs also. So I'm in touch with everyone. I don't think I have done anything. And if there's some friend who is listening to this today and feels left out, please come to me. I'll give you a treat or something. Please pardon me for whatever I have done.
Or
but
they'll comment downstairs that he's lying.
Yeah, they can comment on this video. Yeah, please do that. I'll be looking after that.
You'll be looking after that. So are you really active on social media, or is that happen that you prefer reading books or spending your time with other stuff rather than on social media?
No, basically I am active on almost all the social media platforms. I have account on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and other accounts also. So I am active on that, but yeah, I do not post much. I'm not that expressive on these social accounts. I go through the activities that my friends are posting, and that's all I do. It's not that I am a very serious person. I am a very jolly kind of person. I do read books. I read biographies of people like Mahatma Gandhi and APJ Abdul Kalam and others. But yeah, there is one more thing that I am not able to complete any book. I get my lesson out of 10-15 pages and then I stop reading it. So that's another thing. I do have a lot of books, 10-15 books are there lying with me at present, which I really want to read. But yeah, I am not able to give time to that. So basically, I am a mix of all these things. I am a jolly person. I am a serious person. I read also. I am active on social media. And I think every person is like that only. We are all the same. It's not that I have cleared this examination. I am a little bit different. I am not. I am just like you. And you are just like me. So if I can clear this exam, you can also clear this exam.
So do you have a role model? Every person in life, they have a role model. It can be your parents. It can be another IAS officer whom you can see and you get inspired by the works. So do you have a person in mind who you think that this is my idol, or if this person is my mentor, I would be really happy?
My father has been a motivation for me. If you want one role model, then it's my father, because I do not have one role model. because there are many things in your life in which you always seek motivation. Your father cannot give motivation to you in almost everything, because if you want to do well in life in education sector, my father is not that well educated, so I cannot go and ask him motivate me in education. So if somebody is doing well in education, I will seek motivation from somebody else. If I want to seek motivation in doing well in life and being honest, being truthful, and being a good person, then it's my father. So that's why I named my father. My father has been the reason that I am a person. Basically, if somebody admires me for what I am, it's because of my father. And yeah, my mother also. My mother basically is a very hard worker, and she's very religious. So I get those things from her. So basically, if I'm a person today, it's a mix of almost good things from a lot of people whom I cannot name today, because the list is endless and I may not be able to remember each one of them.
So, and when you need advice in your love life, maybe to go propose to a girl that you like, then who do you reach out to?
Actually, I haven't proposed to any girl till date. So,
Like you were just mentioning that you were like every other teenager out there who, like you so relatable. So every guy out there is thinking, there's this one crush, there's this one girl that they like, there's this one person that they wish to have in their life. That has never happened.
actually, I liked some, matlab, one after another. I liked some girls, and yeah, it did not work out. So that's why there are multiple girls. Otherwise, it would have been one only. So I never went out to propose to somebody. I just expressed it through my friends or something. I did not personally propose to anybody. You develop feeling for somebody, but it isn't that you means it's. I'm not very comfortable going and expressing, bending knee or offering some ring. I'm not that comfortable. Maybe such moment will come in future, and I'm not very certain how it's going to happen.
So what's the one message that you would like to give to the people of your own community? Because I have seen that from the Sikh community, there aren't many IAS officers, there aren't many IPS officers, at least in Jammu and Kashmir. But the thing is that people don't really feel that this is a field for them. So you must have also seen it. So what would be the message that you give to them so they also get inspired and think that if this person can do it, I can also do it. And I should.
Actually, this is a thing. Yes, Sikh community is not that means represented in Indian bureaucracy or in J&K's bureaucracy. So yes, I do feel there is a lot of scope for Sikh community. A lot of people have come to my home, and they keep on telling me that you are going to be an inspiration for all of them. So basically, through your channel, I would like to send a message to all the youth. You can call it Sikh community, or I would call it all the youth of the state, that you have to do well in your life. You have to devise some goals for yourself, and when you devise your goal, give your best. I cannot say that since I have cleared the civil services examination, I can be an inspiration for all of them. I really would like to work out in field and reach out to them, and if I am able to do good work, I think the news will spread out through your channels and all. So I would like to inspire people through my actions, not through maybe words also inspire them, but I feel actions speak louder than words. So I would say keep doing well, and keep inspiring me to do well, because that is the main thing that helps. I think work should speak for yourself.
Even the keeping the IS thing aside, are there things other than that you like doing or liked doing before clearing civil services, and those are the things that you have to sacrifice now because you're a civil servant? Like young men your age, they really like to wander around in the streets, go on bikes with their friends and all that. But after you have cleared civil services, you're an IS officer now, so people will be looking at you differently. They'll be going, DC saab ja rahe hain. So are there some changes that you have noticed in people around you?
Like you mentioned that youth of the country, they really love to enjoy, so I am also one of them. I also want to enjoy, but going on bikes with friends, that has never been a part of my life. So it's nothing wrong if you are doing something within the ambit of law. It's not wrong. So yes, becoming a civil servant now has certainly brought some limitations to the way how I enjoy, because right now people look up to me, and they seek inspiration from my words and my actions. So I have to be very cautious about my actions. yes, I consider myself as a youth, and I do feel that I may commit some mistakes. So I do not want that my mistakes send a wrong message. So yes,
You're a bit more careful about your
I'm a
actions.
bit more careful, and I have already always obeyed the law of the land, and I'll continue to do so.
Thank you so much, Harvinder, for this conversation. And you've met Harvinder, a bright young man from Jammu and Kashmir. We'll make sure that you meet many such people on our platform. Pallavi Sareen on the Straight Line, signing off.